Well guys, another morning trying to catch river striper. We got a bit of a late start this morning. It's already 7:15, I'm not even at the spot yet, I'm just launching my boat. But hey, hopefully we can still get on some striper. This spot should be pretty good. If you're watching this, I got on some. All right, so just to note, the main river is 68.4 degrees. That is super, super high for early April. Hopefully the fish love it. Well, here we are, y'all. We're at the spot. It's showing actually 1 degree cooler over here than the rest of the river. I'm assuming that's accurate, but I'm pretty surprised by that, considering this is a power plant and I can see steam coming off the generator there, so they are burning coal. I don't know how that makes any sense, but 68 degrees is a pretty dang good water temp, so no complaints here. I'm gonna start off throwing this whopper plopper here. I really wanna get a topwater striper, so we're just gonna try this for a few minutes before we inevitably go back to the A-rig and catch all our fish on that. Throwing this on a 7-foot heavy action rod. 200 size Tatula bait caster. I don't see any striper or white bass schooling, unfortunately, which would be something you really want to see in the morning when you're throwing a topwater. Oh, wait, what was that? I don't see any loons in the area. I wonder if that was a topwater striper. This is so funny that this water is colder than the rest of the river. It says 67, the main river was 68. I don't really know how many casts we're gonna do with this topwater. I'm 100% sure it's not as efficient as an A-rig would be right now. We'll give it a couple more casts. Oh, there's a blade bait right there. Free blade bait. Bank fishermen, you guys gotta watch where you're casting. Thank you though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're blowing up on topwater right there. I was literally just taking it off. I was just taking the A-rig, or I was just putting the A-rig on and they started blowing up on topwater behind me. Okay, yeah, I'm still putting on the A-rig. I'm doing that. Okay, I'm rigging up 4.25 inch paddle tails with the jig head, turns into 4.5 inch baits. Probably should have already had these rigged, but oh well. Okay, there she is. Only allowed 3 hooks, so I got 2 dummies on top. Oh man, that looks like a striper catcher right there. It also looks like it could get snagged and cost me like 50 bucks in one cast. Something just followed this on the first cast. I didn't really get a good look. The water's kind of murky. If I had to guess, I'd say it was a white bass. Was that a fish busting up there? Oh my gosh, I think something huge just hit topwater up there, like way up in the canal. All right, you know, I'm gonna do the thing that always works for me and I'm gonna walk the bank. All right, let's go. Now is when the real fun begins. Just start out here, taking a few casts by the bridge, and then I'm gonna slowly work up. I don't know, maybe I should quickly work up. I definitely saw some big fish bust up there. I mean, okay, I guess it could have been loons. I really don't know for sure. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, no. I am on fishing line right now that is stuck to the bridge. Oh, no, 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 no. Can I get it? That sucks. Who's the idiot that cast it into the bridge? That like totally messes up the, this whole section of the canal. Wonder if they lost an A-rig. There's a fish? Oh, there was a bite, okay. That's good, that's good. We're gonna cast right back in there. Hopefully it was a 30-pound striper. I wonder if he hit one of the dummy baits. He didn't feel like he got hooked at all. That's the worst, when you feel a bite and then you reel in your A-rig and there's teeth marks on your dummy baits. There's a fish, got one. What is that? Doesn't feel huge, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a white bass though. Oh, no, it is a white bass. Yeah. Hey, first fish of the day. I'll take it, I will take it. All right, quick release on him. Thanks for biting, buddy. Kind of glad he got quick released. He looked kind of nasty. He had some sores by his gills. Like, looked like disease sores, not injury from a musky sores. All right, let's move up. Throw like 2 casts under this bridge Who's the idiot that cast it into the bridge? Oh my gosh, was that a fish? Sometimes it's hard to tell because I know there's a beaver that lives in here, and I think every once in a while they'll come up and they'll smack the top of the water with their tails. Oh yeah, oh, actually there's a beaver right there, okay? You can see the beaver over there. So I think that was a fish then. Well, unless there's two beavers. I wonder if he's trying to dam the power plant outlet. That'd be kind of funny. There's a fish. What is it? Another white bass. This one's got kind of the same sore. Is that a sore? Actually, those might be teeth marks. Huh, yeah, those kind of look like teeth marks. And there's muskie in here, so I wonder if that was a muskie. Thanks for biting. Okay, 2 fish already. Haven't been fishing very long. Neither was the target species, but those are some pretty fun bycatch. All right, let's keep moving. I'm taking like 10 steps every time I move. If there's a striper sitting at one specific rock down there, I want to make sure that I pass that A-rig over him at least once. Oh my gosh, right there. Right by the shore. He kind of looks like a hybrid with the stripes. 1 tooth patch, I think it's a white bass. See you, dude. There's one. Right by the bank again. I think that's like fish number 4. Man, that one really looks like a hybrid with the stripes. Next time I catch a striper, I'm gonna look at the tooth patches and see what the difference is, because I think that's just one, so I think that means that's a white bass. But he's got 3 distinct lines going to the tail, and pattern looks like a hybrid. I don't know, probably just a white bass. It's really nice having something to keep the excitement up between striper. A lot of days you'll only get 1 striper or maybe none. So the fact that there's like a fun bycatch is pretty cool. Be like if you were musky fishing and getting pickerel every once in a while. There's one. Oh, what's that, like number 6? I don't really know. Thanks for biting. All right, guys, this next one's gonna be a striper. I am manifesting it. There's one. All these white bass are biting like right next to the bank. Another one. The white bass kind of get these side paddle tails the most, and the striper always get this main one. There's one. All right, that one got the center paddle tail. That's what we like. Thanks for biting. There's one. Okay, that's a striper. There's the first striper. First striper of the day is a little tiny guy, but that is a very welcome sight. We're trying to catch one about 20 pounds heavier than this. Thanks for biting, striper. Hey, target species, that's cool. There's one. Came off. Not a huge loss either way. Well, we're starting to get some sun on the water. My intuition tells me that striper don't really bite in the sun. They bite in the morning, late at night, or if it's cloudy. But funny enough, last time I was here was the best day of striper fishing I've had here, and it was at like noon, direct sun on the water. Let's keep moving up. A gar! That's a freaking, what is that, a spotted gar? That was like I think that was a spotted gar. I don't think I've ever caught one of those. I think I've only caught long nose and short nose. There he was again, oh my gosh. Huh. Well, if that's not a sign of the times that it's warming up. There we go. Oh no, that's a white bass, okay. I thought I had the gar. All right, thanks for biting, white bass. Okay, so I gotta retie my A-rig after that one. You see that crimp in my line? If I take the risk on fishing with that, I guarantee I hook a 10-pound striper and it breaks off. Well, this is as far as I can go up. So hopefully this is where the striper are. There's one. Fish. Feels kind of decent. Oh, that's another white bass, okay. What's going on? He's like pooping. Another white bass. It's been like, I don't know, half hour since I've caught a fish, probably, maybe a little longer than that. I've only got the 1 striper so far, and it was pretty small. We are gonna need to do a lot better than that. Oh, that was a buffalo carp. Maybe that's the fish I was seeing jump out of the water. I mean, obviously the one I just saw jump out of the water was a buffalo carp, but I don't know about the other ones. Probably gonna leave pretty soon, so I really need to get another fish or two here before I go. No, my camera died right as I hooked a freaking giant. I think it's a big stripe. Yeah, it is, it's a big stripe. Oh my gosh, my camera died. I put a new battery in and I forgot to press record. Right as this thing bit. This was like second cast after I changed batteries. Oh my god, freaking giant. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe it's not a, okay. All right, I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm an idiot. Well, guys, I don't know. Maybe it's a side effect of only hooking little fish. But there's finally a decent striper, probably like 7 pounds. I'm gonna weigh him really quick. I really thought I was hooked into like a 13. All right, 7.40, that's a pretty nice striper. Not exactly what I thought it was. Still a really nice fish. All right, let's put this guy back. Thanks for biting, striper. There he goes. Man, that was cool. When that thing hit it, it just, I mean, it hit it like a freaking freight train, and then it just started ripping drag out. I think I got like the second half of the fight on video. I hope my camera turned on in time for that. All right, target species achieved. Okay, let's try to have the camera on for this next one that we catch, because I'm gonna stay a little longer and try and catch another one. There's one. What is that? A little striper, a white bass? White bass. Not the other 7.4 pound striper we wanted, but at least I got this one biting on camera. See ya. Some kind of activity going on in the middle. Are those just gar, or I don't know, maybe those are the other striper. Maybe it's all buffalo carp. Are buffalo even carp? I think they're technically suckers, right? There's one. Oh, there it is. Big one. Really big one. Another big striper. That one's bigger than the last one. Bigger than the last one for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like a 10 pounder maybe. Let's go. Nope, let's not go. He's not in yet. Oh my gosh, I just lost him. I could have had that fish. I messed up the net job. He was literally right there. I had the net right under him and I just didn't lift it quick enough. Oh, dude, I had him right there. I had him basically in the net. That was like a 10 pounder. It was a little bigger than the last one. Well, let's put another paddle tail on, try to get another one to bite. That's the biggest striper I've lost. Hey, at least we know there's striper biting. That was like a half hour in between striper. So I don't know, maybe I'll stay another half hour and hook a 15 pounder. There we go, got one. Got one. Smaller fish. That's probably like a, what, 3 pound striper or something? No, not even. Okay. Well, don't worry, guys. I got the whole fight on camera and I landed this one. Nice fish, no complaints. Really nice stripe pattern on him. All right, let's put him back. See you, dude. Man, I just put that bait on. It's already ripped out. On the little fish, too. What's with that? There's one. Good sized fish, really good sized fish. Bit right by the bank and he came off. Oh my gosh. You know guys, if you caught every single one that you hooked, it wouldn't be exciting and it wouldn't be fun. I gotta remember that this is what makes it fun. Losing fish is what makes fishing fun, okay? There we go. That's not big. It's like a 2-pound striper or a white bass. Yeah. Okay. Another little guy, that's like a pound. Maybe a little more than a pound, I don't really know, but he's not very big. See ya. Hey, at least we're getting some consistent bites, that's nice. There we go. There we go. Biggin. Biggin. That's not fighting like a striper, what is that? Oh, it's a big catfish. Oh my gosh. Is that a PB channel cat? Oh, he just soaked me. He just soaked me and he came unhooked, okay. Okay, how are we gonna do this? He came unhooked in the net and then he started rolling around and just my entire A-rig is coated in slime. Oh, this is a mess. I think that's my PB channel though, I think. Oh, this is a super mess, what the heck? Oh my gosh, the freaking slime. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the A-rig off, make this easier. Okay. Well, I think this is my PB channel if it's a channel. 8.2. Well guys, 8.2 pound catfish. I'm not 100% if it's a blue or a channel. Big old catfish though. We're gonna put him back. I'm not even gonna say thanks for biting because honestly I wish I wouldn't have caught him. He totally messed my A-rig up. Okay, there you go, that's awkward. Yeah, he was, dude, that's so awkward. He was rolling around the net and he hooked himself in the side. That sucks. I think he'll be fine. He wasn't hooked in the gills or anything. I mean, gave him some scars, but he'll be all right. Dude, that's legitimately disgusting. Whole thing's just covered in slime. Paddle tails are ripped up. Oh my gosh, look at that freaking mess, dude. All right, guys, well, that whole ordeal with the catfish took like 20 minutes. Had to untangle everything and try to clean most of the slime off the A-rig. It's still pretty gross. All the little swivels and everything are just covered in slime. It doesn't really like affect the performance of the A-rig or anything, but I keep my rods in my truck a lot of times because I go fishing before work and I just leave them in my truck. And if you've ever got like a net covered in catfish slime, you know that it starts to smell. So I'm just concerned about these stinking up the inside of my truck. It's like 10:30 right now. I don't know, I'll probably fish till like 11 and then leave.
Bud?
Hello?
You can't be in here.
Okay. There's no, I mean, I didn't know, there's no signs or anything.
There's a big message board as soon as you turn on it says the fishing area is closed until further notice.
I don't think there is. What do you, where is that at?
The big message board is the trailer, man, with the LED lights on it and everything. So if you turn off on the down here at the intersection.
Okay, so I drove here in a boat. My boat is parked upstream.
Okay, you're on a boat.
You can see my boat right up there.
Okay.
I didn't see any signs, that's my bad.
Yeah, no, that's on the roadway, so you wouldn't have seen it.
No, I got here on my boat and I parked at the boat barrier and then I walked up.
Well, just so you know, the whole area is closed off.
Okay.
They're doing this construction, the bridge and everything.
Okay.
Just it's government property, TVA property.
Okay.
You know, and it's gotta run you off.
Okay, so then do you know when it opens again or?
It says until further notice. It was supposed to be open March 1st, but they were behind because of the cold weather and stuff, doing the paving and what have you.
Okay.
Honestly, I expect it to open like next week, you know, but I don't take that to the bank, you know, because I'm not in charge of nothing over here as far as construction goes.
Okay. All right, well, sorry about that. I mean, like I said, I didn't see any signs because
Yeah, if you come in by water, you wouldn't have seen them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my boat's right up there on the bank,
Yeah,
so.
you can fish on that side of the barrier, that floating barrier.
Okay.
But you can't fish over this way.
Okay, but until it opens then.
Right.
Okay. All right, well, sorry about that.
Hey, it's all good. Somebody said you caught a good old fish like this?
I mean, like earlier I caught a 7-pound striper.
Yeah.
And then just now I caught like an 8.5-pound catfish.
Yeah.
But it might have been foul hooked. I don't know. I'm using a 3-hook A-rig, so
Yeah.
the striper bit, but the striper was like that big. So.
Catch and release?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't keep anything. With the ash spill that happened.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably get cancer or something. Plus, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't eat striper anyway. They're sport fish.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got it.
But all right.
Yeah, just did you walk up along the water all the way up here?
I did. Yeah, my boat's right there.
Okay. Yeah, just be careful with your footing as you head back. Okay.
Okay.
All right, just gather everything up. If you look on YouTube over here, you can see people have caught like 30-pound catfish over here.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of those videos where people are up there and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, because that's where the water, the discharge is.
Yeah.
And it's warm over there, the water.
Okay.
All year long, throughout the winter and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, sorry about that.
Just be careful walking back, man.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, I just got kicked out of my favorite fishing spot. But it's funny because I was like, okay, well, do you know when it's going to be back open? And he said that it'll be done in like a week. So he said I could come back in a week. I guess this kind of ruins the end of today's fishing, but like, I guess if I just check when they're done with construction, I can come back here in like a week, which is kind of funny. Like, I'm getting kicked out of my favorite spot, but yet I'm not like banned from it. I can just come back. So that's kind of a weird situation. That's never happened to me before. Actually, just in general, I've never been kicked out of a spot before. Yeah, but I really appreciate them being nice about it. That was cool. Caught what might be a PB channel cat. I don't even know, it might have been snagged. Nice striper, lost a really nice striper, and then a bunch of small striper and white bass. So hey, that was a good morning. Yeah, he said I could fish anywhere past the barrier, so I could fish right here if I wanted, but I think I'd rather just go home. I'm getting pretty hungry anyway. All right, well, this was obviously filmed a while ago. I think that video was recorded in early April and it is now October. Yes, I'm a slow editor, but I did finally get around to it. As far as the police officer telling me that I could go back to that spot in a week when construction was done, I actually did go back 2 weeks after this was recorded, and I talked to the same police officer, and he told me that he was unfortunately mistaken, and it is not opening when the bridge construction is finished, it is opening when all the construction is finished, and that construction project is not estimated to be completed until 2027, and it might actually go even longer than that. So yeah, it looks like this spot is unfortunately closed for the next 2 to 3 years, which really sucks because that was probably my favorite place to fish, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to find other places to fish. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and subscribe.